Welcome to Monster Prom again, because we love Monster Prom, and I play this most horror game a months, but this time we're doing something special. We tried it once before, and then the footage all got corrupted, but
Oops. Sorry I ate it.
we're playing a 2-player one this time. We are playing, and spoilers for the most recent... Wait a sec. It's fine. Ah, there it is. Spoilers for the most recent time I played Monster Prom if you haven't seen it yet, but I finally beat Classic Mode, so we're gonna do second term. And we're gonna do a full game. Alright, we've seen this part a lot of times. Player 1. Am I player 1?
I'm taking player 1.
Oh, fair enough.
You can't have yellow.
Okay, you're just gonna be named Yellow?
Yellow.
Okay.
And left. Right now. I got it from you. Oh. Can
I think you can keyboard. Yeah, you can keyboard.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Wait. Yeah, I want little letters, so I gotta switch to this. Cause I...
Perfect.
Let's go.
Yeah, that Monster Prom... Oh, it's different this time. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we found... I don't know why at some point... I originally did like a SpongeBob voice, like SpongeBob narrator voice, but it slowly just became intentionally bad French. So, intentionally bad French it is. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. There's 2 new ones now. Smiley Face Robot and... that one. Scott Howell, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal.
You both had those.
Polly Geist, 22 perhaps. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien Lovett, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam the Lioncoat, 400 and something. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dog. Zoe, forever. An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Calculaster Hewlett-Packard version 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? We had only 3 weeks to choose our prom dates, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever!
Love pop quiz.
All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in nonsense to diagnose what kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats.
I love stats.
This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Purple, what are you doing?
That'd be the coolest prize you could find. Box of cereal. Oh no. No danger. I don't need that necessarily.
Notice though that the picture is of, in fact, that one you said you don't need.
Danger. Oh, number. Spite. I am full of spite.
Well, I don't want to be the same as you, and I also don't want danger. So therefore... School is outdated and lame. We need a new school subject, ASAP.
Turning people into puppets or emotional warfare and deception. Punch a crocodile without tail. Critical thought. I mean, yeah. That is kind of a valid assessment, but, maybe this is an answer to this answer.
That tracks.
I'm gonna be spiteful.
Well, last time I was charming, and this one seems like it will also be charming, so I'm just gonna try and min-max my charming.
I'm smart and you're charming, and that's it. Oh.
School just isn't working out. Time to go into stripping. What's your stage name? All of those are incredible. I can't even figure out which one's the worst. I know which one I'm picking, even if you pick the same one this time. I'm picking this one because the ooh-woo at the end makes me laugh. Ooh-woo?
Deal breaker.
What would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? I know you started to read it.
I simply said deal breaker.
I stole the act of reading it.
I'm spiteful.
Most of the other questions I could tell what they were getting at. I have no idea what this one means. Okay, wait. Actually, I maybe know what these ones mean. I was right.
All right.
I get to go first.
If you don't remember what the different things do, I can...
I remember all that I need, which is library always.
Oh, you want money, huh?
Yeah.
Do you want to narrate for you, or do you want me to just narrate everything?
I spent time sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing people's money. Maybe it wasn't nice, but obviously it's their fault for replying, clearly. I can't read. I summarize, turns out. It's okay. Karma isn't real in the game. Liam.
You spot Liam showing calculus through some images on his phone. Two of your classmates interacting without your interference? Unacceptable. You saunter over.
Greetings, my friends.
I call this one mournful macaroni on polyurethane cafeteria tray. If I had to describe it, I would say that it is haunting, challenging, and very artistic.
This is a goofy smile. A plus.
I haven't interacted with this character before, so I don't have a voice that I do for them yet. Adjectives acknowledged. Appreciating art.
Well, if you appreciate that one, you'll really appreciate this next one. I call it pickled beets, and it is, obviously, even more artistic than the last piece I showed you.
Query. How much more artistic is image2.jpg relative to image1.jpg?
Well, a lot more.
Invalid quantity. Please provide a numerical value.
Well, that's a ridiculous question. Everyone knows that art can't be objectively measured.
Counterclaim. All things can be objectively measured. Temperature, altitude, smarts, boldness, charm. It seems like Calculaster is going to list every single thing he can think of and or look up, and that's a pretty long list. Looks like you need to resolve this, but whose side are you on?
Oh, sweet goodness. I feel like as a musician, I kinda have to say that art, while you can measure art, it's never going to be objective.
Absurd. Attempting to measure Purple's admiration for Liam?
Server error.
Error 20x6, undefined term love at line 797. Try humility subroutine.
Forgive my mechanical hubris. Clearly the admiration you feel is too great to measure. As indicated by the fact that you are using this totally unrelated artistic debate as an opportunity to hit on him.
Oh, is that what's going on? I'm completely unflattered or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Indeed. Purple, I am disappointed not to be your choice for prom, but I respect your decision.
Farewell.
I will leave you two to your canoodling. I think I overloaded a capacitor attempting to measure your affection, and I must replace it.
Good thing he didn't notice you screwing with his circuitry to prevent him from calculating your admiration. I almost lost that argument.
The truth is, since Liam is actually just a character in a video game, your admiration for him probably could be objectively measured.
Don't say that.
But I think it's the best for everyone if that number remains a secret. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts.
Let's go.
You have 14 smarts already.
Yeah.
And I can't go to the library, which is fine because I didn't want money. I also have 9 smarts though. But I want charm, and I never remember which one. Okay. Creativity, smarts, money, fun, boldness. So this must be charm. I never remember which one is charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. You're trying to focus on your own love life, but the sloppy makeouts coming from Violet and Tate are making it difficult. I'm Violet. There's somebody else with the same name as me. The jerk. Take that somewhere else. My snakes will never be able to digest their food if they have to watch this disgusting display.
Yeah, and my fanfiction muse is running for the hills. How am I supposed to write romance when the two of you are making it look so unappealing?
No surprise you're alone.
Well. Sounds like somebody is a little bit jealous of our amazing, perfect, wonderful relationship. We're not bothering anyone. You commented on my fanfiction. Still not as romantic as Every Day with my bae. And then a bunch of heart eye emojis and stars and also the kimono emoji? Why did you comment the kimono emoji?
You see, Zoe, this is why it's better to be a strong, independent nightmare creature. Terrifying women terrify women.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Violet, you're always trying to romance your classmates in various unlikely ways. It's a couple versus a pair of people who don't understand the joys of being in a couple. Go on and be the tiebreaker. Well, if Zoe and Vera don't want to be in relationships, it's going to be hard to get them in a relationship with you. Time to convince one of them. Okay, the first one is really clever and important, but the second one makes me laugh. Zoe, when you're in a relationship, you can do silly couples costumes for Halloween, like peanut butter and jelly, or puberty and shame. I'm not fun enough, oh no! Oh no! I didn't think about what stats would be required.
That's some classic Violet nonsense, fueled by traditional close-minded beliefs. You don't have to be in a relationship to do a couple's costume. If Vera and I wanted to do costumes as Puberty and Shame, we totally could, and we're not dating. Although I bet some fans would totally want us to, since we can both be scary and I have tentacles and she has snakes, so there's probably something sexy that could happen there. Okay, you're done. But what if I were in a relationship with Vera? You're not. But people wanted me to be in a relationship with Liam because purple on purple would look beautiful. Or Calculester since we're both new students. We can't be in relationships. Think how disappointing that would be for anyone not on board that ship. Hashtag all ships are valid.
You're so sad.
Well, I think being in a relationship is magical, and we've never disappointed anyone.
Because you don't have any fans. Ooh, sick burn. But also, Zoe isn't a fan of relationships at all now. Which does not bode well for you. Congrats on losing 2 charm and 1 creativity. Dang it. Let's trade places. Everyone chooses something bad. Say your choice out loud and to the rest of the players before clicking. Homework assignments the night before they're due.
When you go on stage with your music, and you're sitting there, and you look at the music, and you forget how the first phrase goes. So you have to sit there for like 5 minutes just trying to comprehend in your head what it sounds like, because you can't play anything because you're on stage. But you can't start because you don't know what it sounds like.
That's fair. Also, because I just remembered this is the first time we're actually getting co-op on camera successfully, hopefully successfully. Yeah, there's a little silly between day things that happen that I forgot about. Anyway. Player order is decided based on how interesting it would be if the selected thing was a key component of a supervillain's plan in a movie. Start debating now. Alright, so we got a supervillain who makes you forget music, or a supervillain who assigns homework the night before they collect it.
Specifically forgets music on stage.
That seems an extremely niche supervillain, whereas the homework the night before it's due could be...
That is a fair and valid point. But consider, what if the superhero is also a musician and then they just die of shame and embarrassment?
I don't know, it feels too niche to be the most interesting. You know?
That's fair.
I mean, we can do random but...
I also think it's interesting, we named ourselves, both of us, just now, or I guess adjectives, which then come up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Both of our names have been said not referring to us.
That's true. But mine was at least somebody else's name, which was confusing. I forgot Violet was a character.
Let's go.
Alright. Where am I sitting at lunch? Sure, there, because that's where the mouse already was. And also the coven's there, and that's always funny. In a totally normal way, Liam happens to sit down at the same lunch table as the coven. Suddenly, you hear a loud gasp from across the cafeteria. Every single one of Zoe's mouths is hanging open. You pull up a chair right as Zoe rushes over.
OMG!
Whoa, is that what I think it is? Liam and the coven sitting together? Do I smell a 5th season revival? Drop it. And by the way, there are only 3 seasons. Fall, winter, and eternal contemplation of the void. OMG! This is totally the classic return to a long-lost ally to save the world once again. Or maybe there's still some fire between Liam and Joy? Do you know anything about boundaries? Not really.
Always the same with you.
Listen, you, we're no longer allies, but that doesn't mean we can't sit at the same table or anything. It is literally just a lunch table. Just a flat piece of wood with 4 legs. It means nothing. Quick, use the boundless compassion and wisdom to mediate this minor dispute between your friends. Reading hard sometimes. That's exactly what someone would say if they were hiding a secret double-crossing mid-season reveal alliance/romance. Did you just say the word gasp? Like out loud? Instead of just gasping? Well, I did a gasp. Oh, sorry, I'm still getting used to non-endless despair deities' emotion sounds. Like psh and hmph, and especially But you're totally right. This is obviously a ploy to keep me off the scent. Holy moly, I can't wait for this season. Zoe looks overjoyed. You better start practicing your own emotion sounds. Yay, pizzazz, and smooch. Wait, whatever, it's fine.
That's it. Those are the only sounds.
Hope you didn't want to sit with Liam. I apparently took the only chair.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, I know.
Hey, stranger.
You gonna buy cat stuff at the cat store?
Yeah. Poster. A novel. I can just purchase a PR person?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Funds.
Cool. Let's trade places again. The silly little mushroom song I made up in the rain earlier today.
I am going to, I'm gonna pick the Deer McCracken by Bug Hunter.
Fair enough. Well,
So we've got a song with a guitar or a fun little song to sing in the rain.
I think both have a decent chance, but you want to just say random on this one? Because
I mean, I want to, but a thing I just thought of is Deer McCracken is a story all about an airplane.
so maybe I do win? On account of the Amish don't necessarily have airplanes, but they probably do have mushrooms.
It also talks about email. Gosh dang it, Bug Hunter.
I win again. Except I think we're going to end this episode off here.
Let's go.
And in the next one, we'll see what I do on evening week 1. Bye-bye.
Bye.